My presentation is called Cognitive and Situated Skin, Textile and Wearables Project of Technologies, Culture and Speculation of the Series to Pass. Okay, throughout two projects, one is done, is finalized in 2021 year, is called Triptych. Okay, vestibules is an important context because it is a platform that founded for me in Chile. Clothing, culture, and technologies. Triptych project. The first is in triptico.vestibles.cl. That consists in 3 portable pieces, integration between design and new interactive technologies, future usability and connectivity. This site is very important because this project consists in 3 pieces made from mapuche fabric with 3 colors each accessory, and from where each one contains an interactive data capture system of the environment and my movement. And that for the pandemic context, I made piece 00, that this official 3-piece of this project that each contains one digital connected system by Raspberry Pi 0 each, with a respective sensor. One has P camera, the second has an accelerometer with a gyroscope, and the third has sound capture, sound environment capture by microphone, etc. And for this pandemic context, I fabricate this piece, the P00, that is this for my hands, with my each hands that contains for each hand one accelerometer with a gyroscope that measure the movement of my hand in directly connection of the web with automatically transfer data archives. So thus each piece has a Raspberry Pi 0 connected to a sensor. Piece 1, pass, called path, woven piece that contains a P camera to capture image fragments of the environment from time to time, and this immediately every other time they are transferred to the web to be deposited one after another in the form for a grid, forming a kind of tissue, a digital tissue. This is one process of the web. The web now is here. The image that deposit has a digital tissue. In the same time, the other sensor, the accelerometer with a gyroscope that measure movement hands to when I weaven with a weaven loom, mapuche weaven loom, and the data also drawing in the screen, right hand and left hand movement. And in the same time, the sound sensor go capture my voice or sound in surrounding in this moment. immediate moment. Each piece is made for any place, for to go in any place, and in detail, the first plate is this with a big camera that capture fragment image each a certain 15 seconds, and the second piece is moving piece that encounter with the movement and the transformation of those movement, another appearance and format of the data, and finally see how a movement in the network, which implies a transformation of information. Okay, and this is a process and technology aspect of each piece. The third piece is action reaction, a speculation about our relationship with what we have experienced from a sensory capture, okay, action and reaction that led to remembering and transforming what we have experienced. Each piece is was inspired in accessories and jewelry, Andean, Mapuche, and Andean jewelry and accessories. These accessories and jewelries are very symbolic for the quotidian or daily lives and culture, and explain their cultures. This is a process of the web, and now you can see the web in any moment. What interests me the most? The intersection of information, data, and interactivity with the environment, other, and the network. Okay. This is the project. The Song of the Birds. Juan Luis Martinez is a Chilean poet that plays very much with the language and the sense of information. Passing by and behind in a certain moment and time, that from this piece a connection with the community will be generated through, this is my text. This is emergency for peace, the peace 00, for the measure in closed spaces that measure my movement hands when I web along. The next project, IC interconnection, is it's not mentioned in this symposium paper, but it's very important to mention a few, but it's made also. It's done also, is finished in 2022. It's called Interconnection in collaboration with the Taiwanese artist Shi Wei-xie, plus and a mechanical digital weaver from from Barcelona, called Francesca Piñón, and from here to Chile, me together with Ricardo Vega, designer and artist specializing in data visualization from a civic, artistic, and activist point of view, to be able to generate a translation visualization of astronomical data on two textile surface that will arrive in Chile in a month from Barcelona. Okay, this is a web for the second project. The TTT, but the second project that is going on it in the chain for this period of work in an area for a third project that will be financed to be carried out here in Chile in 2023 and to be shown at the Cultural Center of Spain in December 2023. This project is TTT, Textile and Texture, Skin Writing and Communication Interfaces. Its project has two versions. A post-ancestral piece of technology, of textile technique and technology project from which I am waiting to see if they finance me or not in Chile. This is a site with a rhizomatic of information concept. And TTT consists of the fabrication from the Mapuche fabric of a landscape divided in its color in the 4 climatic zones of Chile. Okay, each motivation, the most important impulse to carry out this project is focused on the execution of a textile project with current hardware and software tools in relation or with links to the concept of writing, coding, sensory portability, language communicability through body and situated action. I interest very much in a contextual design with a mixture with tradition, culture, and social aspect that very important for me to produce wearable portable wearable. Is one side of my work very important aspect that give rise to a textile piece that can be used as physical device for text and texture. The wearable artifact has a system of part in movement and social subjective relation. So that with touch, this is piece of scarf, horizontal landscape, is a web, is a tissue made for me with loom, Mapuche loom, on a landscape divide, consists in a landscape divide in its color in the 4 climatic zones of Chile. Each of these zones will be implemented with a sensor with a total of 4: humidity, temperature, ambient light, and sound. So that with touch from the area that is palpable or touched, the sensor data is transferred to the web in a form of line drawings inspired by Andean weaving techniques and ancient diagrams. Okay, from where mathematics and the sense of symmetries and asymmetries is very important and very interesting for possible to be interpreted, has 2 pictographic visual codes, and to be studied more has techniques from the sustainable and the slow way. The system of function of this piece, this is how from the TTT project web section, it will be possible to interact with these algorithmic lines, which will move each lines moving with a short sound from the immediate environment can be heard, in addition to having the possibility of activate GPS system inserted to the fabric for to detect in a real time and to be able to see from the web the location of the subject that interacting with this horizontal fabric defined as an interactive representative landscape of the Chilean territory.
You're over your time now, Maria.
Yes, this is my presentation. This is a picture, and the final is a piece of virtual body virtual space interaction. Writing has a system of manipulation game with data for experiential and transformational design, cognitive and situated skin, textile, and wearables. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.